Why your cat bites during petting and what it's actually telling you. Last year, I honestly thought Tripod was being unpredictable. He'd jump up next to me on the couch, settle in, start purring, press his head into my hand. Everything about him looked relaxed. And then he'd bite. Not an attack, not a hiss, just a quick, sharp nip that felt completely out of nowhere. I'd sit there wondering what I'd missed. Was he annoyed? Did I do something wrong? Had I misread him entirely? If your cat does this, you've probably asked yourself the same things. But here's the part that took me a while to understand. Cats don't randomly snap during petting. When that bite happens, it almost never comes out of nowhere. It's just that everything leading up to it was quiet enough to miss. What's happening in most of these situations is something called petting-induced overstimulation. Cats have extremely sensitive nervous systems, tuned for quick threat detection. What feels soothing to us can tip into irritation for them faster than we'd expect. Touch that starts out pleasant can accumulate, and once their tolerance threshold is crossed, they correct it. And that threshold varies a lot between cats. Some are fine with long sessions, others hit a wall within seconds. Some tolerate head scratches but can't stand anything near their lower back. Some are relaxed if they initiate contact, but not if you do. With Tripod, I started noticing a very specific pattern. Because he has 3 legs, his posture and muscle distribution are different from a 4-legged cat. Certain areas carry more tension, particularly his right side near the lower back. If I scratch his cheeks or under his chin, he melts into it. But if I drift toward his side and linger, I can almost predict what's coming. The purring changes first. Then his tail flicks once. His body stiffens just slightly. His head turns toward my hand. If I ignore all of that, I get the bite. The bite is never the beginning of the story. It's the last thing they try. Cats almost always escalate gradually. A tail twitch, ears rotating sideways, whiskers pulling back, a subtle ripple across the skin. These signals are easy to miss because they're so small. And when we miss them, the cat has to do something harder to ignore. There's also something worth understanding about how cats are built. They're both predators and prey animals. As hunters, they're confident. As potential prey, they're hyper-aware of touch and pressure, especially along the spine and hindquarters. Too much stimulation in those areas can trigger a low-level stress response. Not panic, but a kind of alertness that feels uncomfortable. Biting is how they turn that off. It's less about aggression and more about regulation. And here's the thing that actually changed how I saw it. A cat that bites you during petting is often a cat that feels safe enough to tell you it's had enough. It's not running away or hiding. It's staying in the interaction, just adjusting it on its own terms. That changes how you respond. Pulling back fast, raising your voice, scolding, that adds tension and makes future interactions less predictable, not more. What actually works is paying closer attention before things escalate. Notice how long your cat tolerates petting before the signals start. Notice which spots are consistently fine and which ones aren't. Then stop a beat before the threshold, not after. Let your cat initiate more often. With Tripod, once I stopped pushing past his comfort point, the biting dropped off significantly. Not because I corrected him, but because I stopped making correction necessary. The interactions got calmer too, more mutual. Instead of me trying to extract affection, I was actually paying attention to what he was telling me. If your cat bites during petting, it doesn't mean your bond is damaged or that your cat is difficult. It usually means there was a signal you hadn't learned to spot yet. Once you start looking, you'll see them long before the bite. And when you respond to those earlier cues, the bite tends to stop happening because your cat no longer needs to escalate to get the message across.